my maiden voyage. Maiden voyage with my GoPro Hero 10. We're going to be taking the Gixxer 750 out. Yeah. Taking this puppy out today. Yeah. Check audio, check. Audio test. Audio test on this camera. Audio test. Helmeted it up. Ready to go for a ride. We're gonna actually ride to Fish's house today. We're gonna maybe take a different way. And that's a maybe. Anyway, we'll be back. Welcome to my channel, Keith's Motorbikes. Today's our GoPro test on the Hero 10 Black. Got the Hero 10-8 right there, the one that was on my helmet. Hoping this works out and it doesn't just show my arm. I don't know, we may have to move the mount to the other side, and if we do, that's okay. I didn't think I was going to get to ride today, but my new job orientation was short, and I figured they'd have us work with somebody, but we didn't. But I guess we will tomorrow. Had to fix the helmet. Yeah. Hey, an S2000. I wonder if it's Johnny Tran. Except it's not black with snowflakes on it. Well, if the stoplight would ever turn green. Well, we have to go back home anyway. We left our phone. So, we'll be back. We're back and on our journey again. We got the phone. So maybe we'll be okay now. Just cross your fingers this audio's working. It blipped out on me the other day. So that's why that second video to that 57 Motorsports trip, that's why it's sped up at 350% just for entertainment value, because there was no audio and I felt like narrating it would have been pointless, because I don't even remember what I was saying. We got the GoPro Hero 10 and the Hero 8 fired up today. We're in SUPERVIEW on the 8 and on the, I believe we're on that on the 10, and if not, I screwed this video up too. Got that D-cell pop going for us. I'll tell you what though, this exhaust is just, it's loud. Not a huge fan of it, but it's quieter than it could be if I didn't have a pipe on it or a muffler on it. So, and at least it don't sound like a dilapidated V6 with a hole in the exhaust. Yeah, those Mustangs, the newest model Mustang V6s, before they discontinued those, the factory exhaust was quiet, but if you change the exhaust and put like some mufflers on it or something, or a cat back, they sounded terrible. They just sounded like they had an exhaust leak. I had one of those Mustangs. I never wanted to mess with it like that. I thought about it, but to me it just sounds like you're trying to make it sound like a V8, but it ain't even cutting it close. Now I'll give Buick credit. When they made the Grand National, that exhaust they had on the Grand National was pretty mean. I've heard them with Flowmasters. I hate it when that happens. Flowmasters on them, they sound like a V8 even though they're a V6. But they also had a turbo. Motorcycles. This is gonna suck though. Half the speed limit down this road we're coming onto, part of it's 25 and part of it's 35, but luckily we won't have to travel on that very long, just for a second. And I'm not trying to go 130 miles an hour either, especially after watching Crash Test Goats video the other day. The dude on the Hayabusa having a wreck, he was doing 160. He had speed wobbles and lost control. I ain't trying to do all that. I just like to ride. Little speed every once in a while is fine though, when there's nobody around and it's safe, and the pavement is clean and not cracked up and busted. good view on the helmet cam. This road, back in history, I bought my first motorcycle that I ever rode on the road. I bought it from a house on this road. And I'm kind of thinking the house was sitting right there. That's the driveway. But they tore it down since then. It was an old house. And I traded my truck. I had a Chevy Stepside 1975 model. I traded that for that bike, and he gave me $100 boot. That truck had needed rings really bad. It ran okay, but boy, it smoked. And back then, you could barely give those trucks away. I mean, people liked them, but they didn't hold the value they do today. If I still had that truck, it'd be worth, in that shape, probably worth $2,000 or $3,000. But this was 1993, I believe, is when that happened. 93. But I've been riding motorcycles since like 1970. Hold on, let me think. 1978, 79. But all I did was ride on dirt, ride in the yard. And then I had a bike before that I never got to ride. I rode other people's because I didn't have one for a while, and then now I got my own, or I've had my own for a long time, so I'll shut up now. Here's that 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. Too bad you don't have cruise control on these. I mean, you can lock the throttle, but that's not the same. I'm talking like you push a button and it accelerates, and you push the other button and it decelerates.